I believe you were, if I've heard correctly. So we're going to do this, Trevor. Do you know how to rename yourself?
Yes.
So rename yourself, and we're going to put your location and your company. If you don't want to put company, you can put something else.
There we go.
Hey, Frank got his video.
All right. And I'll be right back. I hear the ding telling me to put something else in the to heat for lunch. So I'll be right back.
Eating is important. Dayoptimizer.com. Tell me more.
It's a web app that helps people create a daily schedule.
Aha.
Yeah.
And what are you, the founder?
Yes.
And how'd you start this?
It is a technique. I developed this 3-step technique for building a daily schedule 8 or 10 years ago. And then after I sold my last company, I was trying to do something that affected individuals rather than companies.
Yeah.
And I actually started a site for helping people to develop life plans. That didn't work, so I pivoted into time management because that was something that I could build a SaaS business on.
You feel like somebody who's been in Entrepreneurs Organization or YPO, right? Am I right or wrong?
I was never part of YPO. My co-founder of my last business was part of YPO, but I've been in a lot of entrepreneur groups over the years.
It feels like it. I just met you, but that's a good guess. So I was a member of EO Seattle in the past.
Okay.
So yeah, all these things you're saying are like, I think you've read Rockefeller Habits, probably.
Nope, never read that. I should probably write that down.
Rockefeller, well, because I think one of the things they do inside of that is they approach meetings in probably one of the more different ways. But Rockefeller Habits was written by Jules, right? Jules Farnish.
Okay.
Rockefeller Habits. Let me see if I can give you the image of the book. I believe that's right. Yeah, Jules Harnish.
Mastering the Rockefeller Habits. What you must do.
Oh yeah, now there it is.
No, that's Vern Harnish. So
oh yeah, Vern Harnish. No, that's sorry. That's correct. That is correct.
Okay.
So here, I have too many windows open too. Of course, this is this is the book. So yeah, it's called the Rockefeller Habits, and I found it one of the more better books. So let's see. I don't know if I have an Amazon link. This is the Thrift Books. Here, I'll give you the Target link. Oh my gosh, this one, Thrift Books. Here you go, $3.99.
Oh, there we go.
We'll stick that in the chat. Why not? So somebody else asked me about this website. So while we're waiting in, let's get me in here. And so we were talking about backdrops, right? Rate my Skype room. So I'm not sure if I got the link right, but now I do. And so rate my Skype room. And here were some of the backdrops that people had. So here, oh boy, there is something Judge Knapp has been meaning to tell us. Is it fab if it's too matchy-matchy? 8 out of 10, right? One of our favorite mantle setups. Would love to know provenance of the painting. Oh, where this painting came from. 9 out of 10, right? A.B. Stoddard. Look at this one. Historic Skype groups. Wrote Fahrenheit 451, Ray Bradbury. 10 out of 10. Where's one? Oh, this is my favorite of the day. Look at this. Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan with a 9 out of 10 with all these kids. And they're like, this room has many children. Are they all yours? And then to show you a bad backdrop, there was a football player down below. Where is he? He might be above. Oh, yeah, here. Ryan Tannehill from the Titans. Hostage video with sliding door. This one is salvageable. Lift the camera, hang a piece of art. 4 out of 10.
Yeah. Well, you know, so many people, you see where the wall and the ceiling meet, you know. It's like get good crown molding or something. You know?
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, my goodness.
Well, mine,
looking up their nose.
I've got this like pure white just because I started recording tutorial videos last night.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had to set up this whole screen. Normally I don't have such a weird like white zone that I live in.
Yeah.
So greetings on me. Did I get it right this time? I think I did. I hope I did.
Yeah, you did. It's funny you were talking about the background, because when I first got on the platform this morning and I ran into Frank, I said to him, I am totally taking a screenshot of your background
See?
to post to that
Yeah.
Twitter feed.
It's sort of like,
Because
here's me, you know.
well, I love his music stand and
know.
his music on it.
Yeah. Wait, what's the medals on the bottom left? What's the medals?
Those are solo and ensemble from when I'm a flute player. Yeah. So that's from high school, all state medals and solo and ensemble medals. And then you can't see it, but right beside it, right below, well, maybe if I move,
I see it.
right behind the music stand, a pistol from like the Revolutionary War and powder horn that my grandmother had. And
Wow.
had shadow boxed. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, there was no way that I could make my background look more impressive because I just have too many damn books and there's nowhere to put them. So
Oh, so let me do
Well,
two
they're,
things.
they're double stacked. So like, where
Yeah.
would I put them if I tried to clear out a minimalist, more curated space? I have
So
a bunch of virtual backgrounds, but I don't have a green screen, and so they make me look weird.
So let me help you out with two things. One, we're renaming ourselves. So we're gonna do a little bit of networking here at lunch. So if you can rename yourself with your name, your location, and your company.
Okay.
So you can see that Trevor's done it. Frank has got most of it except for his location.
Yeah, location. All right.
I mean, you're gonna love this. So I have friends who steal backdrops, and so what happens
Seriously?
was, yeah. So what they do is they like actually I should have done it to Frank. So when Frank went to go get something from his kitchen, you can steal his backdrop, and then
Ooh,
put it on
okay.
as a virtual backdrop. So when he comes back, he doesn't know, and he's like, "Well, how'd you get in my office?" So
Oh
let me
yeah,
give
you can totally do that. You just
Let me
take a
give you an example.
screenshot, edit
Well,
it, and turn it
actually-
into a virtual background.
Yeah.
Actually, John, the microwave just dinged for me to go and get lunch out
Oh,
of the
good.
microwave. So
Here we go.
This will be a perfect opportunity.
Okay.
I'll be
Oh,
back.
excellent.
And you can,
I want
Steal it
Frank's
while I'm
backdrop.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna take Frank's backdrop. But yeah, hopefully his chair will stay out of the way here. Oh yes, he's gonna even take his chair out. Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay, hold on. And click. And I got it.
Well, that's a virtual backdrop he's using?
No, but it will be
No.
mine in just a second.
Oh, I was gonna say it's really
Yeah.
cool virtual backdrop. I haven't seen one so nice.
See,
So-
the thing about the virtual backgrounds, though, is that they don't really do a good job of cutting you out, so you end up looking weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes
why
it depends on.
I have a
it depends
bunch
on-
of them.
Yeah, it depends on
Yeah.
the lighting and what the colors are in it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
well,
let's see.
Green screen, yeah.
Just see if I
I'm
can
gonna
do.
unpin his video and go to gallery. And now, welcome everybody.
Nice.
Oops, sorry, I got to turn my video. And now I'm going to choose a background. So you can see this is my background with my two friends who stole my background. So like this is a recursive background still. But now we're going to become Frank. So I can actually chat this to you now too, so that you could also get in Frank's office. So give me one
Oh,
second.
very
while I
cool.
get in. And we could all come back, and that would
Let's
be
all be in Frank's office.
yeah. We could all be
I
on
love
Frank's
it.
office, right? Okay. Here we go. So that's mine. Okay, now I'm in Frank's office.
Excellent. All right,
Now
so
let
how
me
do you
chat this to you.
chat that
so
to us?
I'm gonna chat in my computer. I got to go to the right location, and I give you a
Man, John, I want to be your intern and follow you around for a while to figure out how you do all this. You'd never know I work in technology, would you?
Well, you know that it's a wild new frontier, to be honest, right? It's everything here is new, and I'm just hanging around a lot of friends who are innovative too. So it's not only me, but I'm connected. And by the way, I'll give this to you. It's a Facebook group, but you can join me. And I mean, you should know too. Again, like I said, we're collecting a group of facilitators who I'm training now, and so that's the exciting part. Engaging virtual meetings.
All right, now
Okay,
I
so
have to figure out how to change my background.
So on your camera, if you look next to your camera, you have a little carrot thing, and it
Yep.
says choose virtual
Choose
background.
virtual background. There we go.
Yeah. So Amy, one of the funnest things that we do with
Ami.
people, sorry, I did it again. Ami, when we do that, later on, I'll ask you to pick a book at random from your shelves and read a passage from it. So let's see. Hi, Linda. So Linda's from California. What city in California, Linda?
I'm in Vista. Have you ever heard of Vista? No. I'm in San Diego County.
My hometown is Stockton, California.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, I used to. I had
actually
a.
grew
They
up
were a
in
client of
San
mine.
Diego.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
They were.
Oh, I grew
Stockton
up
was a
in-
client of mine at one point.
Go ahead, Essie.
I grew up in San Diego actually, so I know Vista well.
Oh, cool.
But wait, Essie,
Yeah.
aren't you, did I get it right? Did I remember correctly that you're in Thailand right now?
I am in Thailand right now. I grew up in San Diego, and I'm from Seattle for the last 9 years. You can tell.
You
3
got to turn
months
your
ago
camera.
here.
You got to show us Thailand now. Come on.
Well, it's dark. It's nighttime. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. I think I need to restart my computer.
Sad
But
face.
it says my video's on, so I'll get it by the end of the conference. Assuming I don't fall asleep. It's 11:20 p.m. here.
Frank,
So-
I think
Oh
Frank should
my.
check his meds. He should check his meds because I think he's seeing double or triple now. What do you think?
Oh yeah, Trevor's got and John's got my background. So how did you do that?
We took a screenshot of you. And
Okay.
actually, I put it in the chat, and then I put it in the chat. So now everybody actually, technically, if they could figure it out, could download a picture of your backdrop and then make it your virtual background.
And then make it a virtual backdrop. I like that.
So here, I'll show you another trick that goes along with this. Okay,
Yeah.
so check this out. So now I have this, right? And do you want to see how you can make a zoom burnout disappear?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So,
I can't even figure out how to get that image into my Zoom virtual background. So
So we all have like zoom burnout, right?
There's the,
And so if you just do this, it disappears.
ha 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 ha.
there's a plus sign next to the virtual background where you can add a picture.
No, okay, so let's see.
Do you have that? So what kind of computer do you have, Ami?
Yeah.
An HP.
Okay, good. You should be all right. And so when you click up on the
Oh, there, I found the plus sign. I got it.
Ah, yes.
I did this a while back and just don't change it very, just never bother with it, to be quite honest.
There we go.
Okay. Let's see. I think we have enough people. You guys want to do some stuff?
We're all in the same room. We've come to your house.
Awesome. Gotta
So
love that.
Those of you who are on here, we're going to take the next up until, I believe, 1 o'clock. And we're going to do some networking. And we're going to do this is just purely, for the most part, fun stuff. So, again, if you haven't renamed yourself, please rename yourself. So let's just see. Is Elena or Elena there? We'll check. Is Catherine there? And is Leon there? Okay, well, you guys can hang out. That's totally fine. So we're going to do, again, rename networking. So let me ask you this. We have currently a group here. Tell me some things that you want to, that you would like to do in a networking period that we have. So tell me tell me some goals that you want to do for networking. So you can, actually, we're small enough, so let's go ahead and just raise your hand and just let me know. And I'm going to try and cover a few of those things while we do this. I'm going to customize for you. So let's talk about it. Who would like to offer something? What do you want from this networking period?
I don't really know.
Okay, good. Yep. I don't know is okay, IDK. Anybody else?
Yeah, John, I would say tips on getting people to engage. Actually, like what you're doing right now. How to sort of get the person who's tuned in to really become part of the conversation instead of a observer.
Okay, cool, great. Anybody else?
I'm just fascinated by the different ways people are doing the networking via Zoom. So I'm interested or via just the online platform. So I love seeing the different methods people use.
Okay, so try and show new stuff, I think was what I heard you say, right?
Yeah, new techniques for networking.
Okay, great. And Linda, would you like to add anything?
I'm just here to meet you guys.
Yeah, I'm probably in that
I
camp.
want to
with
meet
you.
new people.
Well, let's do this. Let's see. Hold on, what do I have here? Okay, well, I'm going to get us into sync, right? So I know Frank and a few of you are eating. Essie, I'm going to imagine that you're following us from Thailand, which is going to be really cool because you're halfway across the world and it's nighttime, but I believe you're going to follow us. Catherine, are you there? I just want to see if you're there. Hello, Catherine. Okay, great. So we'll just find out. Again, if you are on mute and you would like to join us, just turn your cameras on. I'm going to start with a couple of things. So again, we did some rename networking, so we have an idea of who each other are and what our businesses are. So we're going to do some fun parts. We're just going to do some video openers here. So does anybody know what matching and mirroring is? If you do, raise your hand. I mean, okay, so I mean, why don't you tell us about matching and mirroring? Oh, I love that you got into Frank's office finally. Yes. I'm gonna get back.
Except I have it reversed.
No, it's just reversed for you. It actually looks correct to us. That's the good news.
Oh, that's good. I never knew that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You mirror yours. So what you do is when your head moves like this, it is doing the same thing. But when it broadcasts to other people, it's doing the right thing.
It's funny you say that because I did actually figure that out when I first did all my virtual backgrounds because one had my logo on it. Yeah. And so I needed to figure out how to make it look correct. Anyway, well, matching and mirroring are basically neurolinguistic programming tools that you use to establish connectivity with somebody. And we do it naturally in large part. We tend, when people are speaking at a certain cadence, to match their cadence and tempo. And when we're mirroring, if you have ever been sitting across from somebody, if somebody across from you does this with their hands, you'll find that you're tempted to do a similar thing. If they lean in, you're tempted to do the same, and so forth. So they are part of our wired-in psychology, and they're tools that you can use if you're looking to connect with somebody better.
I love it. Can you tell that me actually presented today? She's like right on track. So yeah, so matching and mirroring here's why matching and mirroring to me is important too, is because if you use it here in this arena, we have the ability to connect with each other, even though we definitely are not in the same room or on all these places. So, and what can be really useful about it is to get people connected, right? Matching and mirroring is a technique to help us create rapport. Many of us don't really know each other. So what I'm going to attempt to do is do a collection of items that we can learn and hopefully feel more connected with each other by the end of our time together. So with this, you're just going to follow me. Let's start this. Remember way back when you were mandated that you had to work remote, right? Whether you liked it or not. On a scale from 1 to 10, how did you feel when you had to start working remote this last time? So for me, it was around March. So on a scale of 1 to 10, ready, set, go. So go ahead and give me a number.
10 being
10 is the I love it, and 1 is I did not like working remote. Okay, so wow, Linda's a 10. Oh my gosh, Trevor's a 10. Frank's an 8. And I'm sorry, I mean, what was yours?
9.
Wow, a 9. Okay, so you guys are a little bit on the counterculture. I was kind of a 2. Most of the people I know didn't love it. Let me just check. Wait, Linda, why were you so excited about?
I've been working remote since.
That's it.
2000.
I think that's what you're going to hear from a lot of us.
And also, I stopped going out before everybody else did because I don't want to get sick.
That's it. Okay, so good. So perfect. So follow along with me. Now let's do some head nods saying, yes, I hear John. I understand. I'm going to stay home, right? I'm going to wear a mask. Okay, or whatever it is. Hopefully not too controversial. Okay, let's do thumbs up. And you can hear me. Say, give me a thumbs up. You can see and hear me clearly. Oh my gosh, Sandra, look, I love that she gave me a virtual thumbs up. Okay, let's pretend like you can't travel anymore to Disney World. Boo. Give me a thumbs down. Boo. Right?
The best thing ever.
She's the counterculturist in here too. I love that. Okay, so let's just pretend like something I'm gonna say in the next 30 minutes is gonna it's gonna do this. So take your 2 hands and put them on your head, right? And on 3, you're gonna blow your mind. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good. We're gonna rehearse it one more time. Okay, hands on head. 1, 2, 3. Blow your mind. All right, excellent. So we can't really do this in person anymore, but put your right hand up. Put your right hand up. And let's give Frank a high five for taking his office. So high five. Hey, by the way, this trick works on most other places, especially on Teams. So if you just do this, I want to disappear. And I'm back. Okay. Yeah, if you stick your hand over the camera with virtual backgrounds, you disappear. So that's
nice.
But it's
Oh.
It's really, we used to do this. We had a conference that was space themed and saying going, I got to teleport out.
I like right? that. That's worth the whole
awesome.
getting up at 4
So the other part too about that too is that you can teleport and pretend like you're out, and then people might start talking about you even though you're still there, and that's fun
I'm
too.
gonna do that with my family.
Okay, put your left hand up and make a fist, right? Put your left hand up. And me will put her left hand up eventually.
I'm sorry, I'm responding to something from Ray. Just give me a second.
Catherine is putting her left hand up in Dallas. Okay, great. Thank you, Sandra. Okay, now let's do a fist bump, right? Fist bump your camera. Boom. Right. Excellent. Thank you for the fist bump. Of course, let's do regular applause. Let's say, hey, John did a great session. Yay. Clapping the camera. Okay, but as Ray showed you, for sign language, quite often when we're presenting a lot, that most people are on mute. Oh, thank you, Essie from Thailand. Yes, she got the virtual applause. Is to do the applause in sign language. So you put your hands up next to your head. Right, and then wave them. This is applause in sign language, and so this is useful in a meeting. Actually, I had another I used to work at Microsoft, and an ex-Microsofty guy was like, "You had me lost at the hand wavy," and then I started to explain it like that's sign language for people in ADA, right? And that's sign language for applause, and he's like, "Oh." So I think it's another piece here. So. I think some of us know that this looks sometimes like Brady Bunch. I actually think we're of the right generation that has seen the show Brady Bunch. Is that correct? Okay, so one of the fun parts to do is that you can do this and you can record the video and then like overlay the Brady Bunch music later. So for 10 seconds, we're just gonna look in different directions. So that's up, down, left, right, and any of the diagonals, okay? I love that Essie's gonna do this from Thailand. People are gonna be wondering, what is she doing on the beach looking in all these different directions? Okay, here we go. Different directions on, ready? Oh, Sandra, get your camera, oh, she's close. Okay, let's try again. So on 10, we're gonna look in different directions. Ready? And 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. There you go. So now you can take that clip of video and you now have the Brady Bunch. Now, I believe we've done a collection of video openers on a scale of 1 to 10. Now, how do you feel about this networking session? So on 3, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, good. Okay, so I got 10s from all the people I can see. I'm going to pretend like Essie gave me 11. Thank you so much, Essie. So let's do that. Now, let's do some other pieces. You want to see how to do this? Let's chat, right? So I showed you chat. Let's do some chat networking. If you feel okay, chat your LinkedIn profile or the link to your website. And so what you can do with this is that you can actually friend each other later. LinkedIn.com/in/CEO John Chen for me. Excellent. Amiz, beyondbetter.io, frankbuck.org.
I'm putting in my LinkedIn as well.
Excellent. I'll put my website in here too. So you can see if you put HTTP in front of it, it actually turns it into a link, which is kind of nice. Otherwise, you have to like copy and paste them, but it still works. Trevor put it in his LinkedIn too. Thank you for that. Okay, good. So we're doing some chat networking. So again, feel free to use the chat.
John,
yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you, other than, is there a way to save the chat other than just copying and pasting it in the course of the meeting? Oh, yeah. Let me show you now. So go to your chat window, and I think you see to everyone, and then you see file, and then you see 3 dots. Okay. Click the 3 dots and click save chat. Awesome. And now, because you can lose it easily on your system, click the show in folder. And choose the folder. Yeah, and so here, I'm going to open up my chat, and now let me share my screen, and you can see what that chat looks like. So here, now we have the chats, and I have the Twitter and the links early on, and now I have some LinkedIn profiles that I can go get later after this program. Okay. That's great. I've been wondering that for a long time. Yeah, it's a surprise. And you know what's nice is about it, it's immediate. Like sometimes we send the chat, but sometimes I tell you after a meeting, it takes me 1 to 3 days. And we're a now generation. So if you can tell people to get it now, just put it in the chat or just tell them, leave that as like the last thing that you do is tell them how to do that and they'll be thankful for it. No, that's great. Okay, let's do this. Again, we're gonna have some fun. So let's get to know each other a little bit more. Oh, let's do this. So private chat me. Does anybody know how to private chat me? So you go to and you go to my name, John Chen, and you private chat me. I would like you to private chat me some single words that are kind of important to your work. Single words that are important to your work. So it could be like remote, it could be like productivity, it could be like, excellent. So I got a couple. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Essie. Oh my God, Essie, thank you. Good, Frank, Anne, Trevor. Okay, good. So you can chat a few more. Let's do this. How many of you, of course, know how to play charades? We're gonna play some video charades. Let's see, who would like to go first to be the first guesser? I'll be a guesser. I don't want to be a guessy. A guessy. Oh, I'm sorry. So I guess it's the first person who is going to do charades. So we need an actor, right? Yeah, we need an actor. Who would like to be the first? Okay, thank you, Linda.
So Linda, I'm going to chat you one of these, and you're going to have 60 seconds. Oh, okay, yeah. So let's start with an easy one. Okay, so Linda, let me know when you see the private chat.
Oh.
Hold on a sec. Let me start a timer for you. Hold on.
Oh.
And so you're going to have a minute. And so everyone look at Linda's window and try and guess the word. As soon as you say the word, I will stop. Here we go.
Glasses.
Oh.
See.
Tunnel vision. Tunnel vision? No.
You have blinders on. You're focused.
Dingo!
Oh.
Frank got it. 20 seconds. Excellent, Frank. Okay, great. So now we've played charades. Now, this is a good place to, to do some interaction. But how many of you have played reverse charades?
Never heard of it.
No? Okay. Well, since Frank is such a good guesser, here's what we're going to do. So Frank, and hello, Sandra. How are you?
Hey,
Where are you calling in from?
Virginia Beach. How did you all get the same background?
Oh yeah, you missed a big part of it.
I know, I'm sorry. You don't have to tell me.
We'll chat. It's earlier in the chat. I'll re-chat it to you in a second, Sandra. Hilarious.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're going to play some reverse charades. All right. So Frank, I need you to close your chat window. Okay. So I'm going to chat. So here's how reverse charades works.
All right, so close.
We invert the game. All of
Right.
us have to act stuff out, and Frank has to guess. So all of you have to act out what I'm going
I love it.
chat you.
All
Okay.
right, so just minimize the window so that I can't see you. Is that?
Yeah. So now I'm going to do this, right?
So just, Frank, close out chat so you can't see the chat anymore. Go to full screen.
All right.
And the idea is we're going to chat with you unable to see it.
Okay, so here's the other part now. Frank, you either have to put a card or your hand over the chat window because it's going to give you a notification.
Oh,
So
okay.
here, I'm
All
going to
right.
send you a test chat, okay? Can you see that?
What does this chat say?
Yeah,
All
okay,
right,
now
so put
cover
my
your...
hand over that so I can't see it, okay?
Yeah, so is your hand over it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to chat you a word, all right? And give me a thumbs up when you see it. Okay, great. All right, Frank, look at all the other windows, and you now have 60 seconds while these people attempt to act this out.
Okay. Looks like a gosh, let's see the thumb. We're looking. We're fishing? No, we're not fishing. What would, gosh, because I see a couple of people that are like, I'm looking out somewhere. I'm backing up. Gosh. What would that? Pac-Man?
20 seconds.
No, is that? Yeah, Christopher Columbus. I'm looking for America.
5 seconds.
Gosh.
And time. Okay, Trevor, tell him what the word was.
It was remote.
Remote. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Frank, choose somebody else that is not Linda, since Linda has already done it.
Okay. How about Sandra?
Okay, Sandra, welcome
Okay.
to... We're playing reverse charades, okay?
Okay.
And while you're at it, then, Sandra, tell us, what's your business? What do you do?
Well, I have worked in college admissions for around 18 years, but the college I was working for just decided to close all its campuses in my state, so I'm looking for a new job.
Wow. Okay, well, you're in the right place, right?
Mhm.
Okay, great. So now close your chat window.
Okay.
And then, so I'm going to send you a test chat, and you need to put your hand over where it says chat, so you're going to get an alert. So do you see where that's working? Yeah, put your hand over that.
Okay.
Okay, great. So I'm going to chat the word now. Again, Amia's gone, so you got to rely on the others. Okay, give me a thumbs up when you can see the word. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to give you 60 seconds. The 3 people are going to act it out, and you're going to try and guess this word, Sandra. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, and go.
writing, wait, countdown, 35, 4, 3, 2, 1, take off rockets. Let me see what he's saying. Look, he's thinking, swallowing, talking on the phone.
That's too hard.
Okay, let me see. Okay, you're laughing. I have no idea. Let's see. You're smelling something or looking in the bag.
30 seconds.
You're looking your, the clock is going around, rock around the clock. Writing. Let's see, writing, reading, checking things off, planners. Planning. Let's see. Checking your to-do list. Okay.
Oh, time's up. Okay, let's see. Frank, tell the word.
The word was accountability.
Accountability.
John, have you
That
ever
was
played
tough.
charades before?
That's a tough word.
Yeah.
These are very hard charades.
Yeah.
We should go back to movies, TV, books.
Can we do Charlie Chaplin or something?
I think abstract terms are the hardest thing.
These are like all conference terms too. That's the funny part. Okay, thank you for that, Sandra. Let's see if I'll try and pick a slightly easier one. So let's see. Pick somebody that's not Linda or Frank. Oh, you remember you're on mute.
Okay. Not Linda or Frank. Trevor.
Okay, Trevor. Okay, Trevor, close your chat. All right, and then make sure and cover your hand where this alert. See this test chat came up. So put your hand over it. Okay, great. Let's see if we can do. I think this is a good one. Oh wait, did I? Yeah, I haven't done this one. Okay, great. Give me a thumbs up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did you see it, Trevor?
No, I haven't.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I'm still holding the piece of paper. Can I let
Okay,
it go?
now
Or
you should be able to come around, and now you have 60 seconds. So everybody else.
okay.
So you guys have 60 seconds to act out.
Circle.
Here we go.
Time management, time string, no time string, timeline,
Close.
timeline, timer, deadline, timer, oh, shit.
30 seconds.
Timeline deadline? No. Micro deadline. A time. Shit.
What is a micro deadline?
Oh, no.
10 seconds.
Time eyes.
3.
Focus deadline. Time management.
What? Oh
Focus
my
deadline.
goodness! I'm me. Tell them the word.
Timing.
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 That's
You were
close.
so
If you had seen mine, it was going up.
Trying to
Oh.
timing. I thought, well, so timing.
Oh, wow.
More or less.
Serious
Oh.
charades chops.
Too
This
many
was
people
tough.
to watch. That's it's hard reverse charades. It's hard.
Okay. Well, let's see. So, I'm going to give you the choice. Right? I think you're the last video frame. We can do one more round of this, so we can actually transition to the next game.
Next game.
Ooh. Okay. So, let's do this. So,
I'm
when's the last
collecting
time?
tips. I'm hoarding your tips here, John.
Absolutely. When's the last time you used the whiteboard?
I almost never use it because I'm not very visual.
I know how to, but I've never.
Okay. So,
never had an occasion to use it.
Ami, share your screen, but when you click share screen, go to the top right usually, and it says whiteboard. So share your screen on the whiteboard.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got the word for you. So let me see.
Hmm.
Okay, so you have a pen, so go ahead and draw a line so we know it works. Okay, she drew a line, so you can delete that if you'd like, or you can just leave it there. I'm going to private chat you a word. So tell me when you see the word in your chat.
First, I got to open my chat.
Yeah, so at the
Okay.
bottom, you should have a bar.
I got it.
Okay, great. So you'll have 60 seconds to do Pictionary. You can draw, but remember, you
God.
cannot draw numbers or letters, right? And everyone else is going to guess. They have 60 seconds. Are you ready?
I guess.
Okay, remember, no talking for you. Everyone else can make guesses. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Starry, Starry Night.
Midnight.
Stars fell in
Stars.
Alabama.
Oh gosh.
Sky, galaxy.
Planetarium.
That's a great guess, but no.
Universe.
Constellation.
Stars.
Oh.
Symbols.
Oh.
No.
I
Confetti.
love stars.
Likes.
Star.
Constellations. No.
Dot.
Random shapes.
Networking.
Oh, my.
Fireworks.
Star. Twilight.
4th of July.
Congratulations.
Wait, you can't type words. Sorry.
Celebrate.
He's writing words.
I know.
Big
Well, she's
Dipper's
got
a
3
little
seconds, so
different.
Party.
Oh, wait, is that it?
And 2
4th
and
of
1.
July.
Ami, why don't you go ahead and write the word since you have a text box open? Tell everybody the word.
Excitement.
Excitement.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay. Yeah, challenging, right? This is a good version of Pictionary. So let's see.
It's much better than actually drawing because I can't actually draw.
So, Ami, go ahead and stop share. Okay. We got a couple more minutes. Let's get a. Would somebody else like to draw? So now you can have other drawers. Oh, here, I'll draw one. Wait, I'll come in here because then I can involve myself. So I'm going to come on the whiteboard. I have a word. Let me see. I'm taking the word from your pieces. Hold on. Let me turn on my video window so I can see you. And wow, which word am I going to choose? I got to run my own 60-minute timer on myself.
How do we know you're not cheating? You have to write down the word.
What I learned today is
I just have to get you to say it.
productivity.
Wow. I got to think about. Okay. I think I got it. All right. I'm going to give myself 60 seconds. You guys ready?
Go for it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Beach. Mountain.
On the ledge.
Presentation. Speaker.
Apex.
Jumping off
Pinnacle.
a cliff.
Meeting.
Flying.
Yep,
Taking a leap of faith.
Taking the leap, yeah.
Oh, nice. Jumping off a cliff.
look before,
Goal.
look before you
Connecting.
leap.
Engagement. Connecting. Networking.
Jump to your goal.
Path.
Look before you leap. Look before you leap.
Shouting.
Oops.
Step
on flying stones when you leap.
Map.
Flying
No.
a kite.
Objective.
Direction.
X marks the spot.
Path? No.
Treasure map.
No! So close. The word was explore.
Ah,
Oh.
It's a tough one.
nice.
I thought I had it with the map and the boat, but then you're like, it's a cliff. I feel like what is it? It's a shrubbery. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's a shrubbery. Okay. We have one more person who would like to draw. Oh, I'm going to choose then. I'm going to choose then if you haven't chosen yet. Let's go back to Linda.
Okay.
Linda, are you ready? Okay, I'm going to chat your word. So you can share your screen. Remember, share whiteboard, and then I'll show you guys something next after we do this. Geez, how do I pick you something that's a little... Oh, okay, here's a good one. So Linda, I'm chatting you something now. Let's see if we can get this one. You see it?
I do.
He's not happy about it. Okay, just tell me when you're ready. Or I'm like, okay, wait, are you
my
ready?
Gosh. Okay.
Okay. So remember, no letters and numbers, right?
Oh, is that right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no letters and numbers.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, sorry. I always start too early.
You get an extra second if you do that, Linda. It's good.
Okay, 2 seconds. Let's see.
Well, it's a person with a tail.
Graduation.
It's Oh, okay.
Oh, thumbs up? No.
Excite. No, we already did excitement.
Congratulations. No. What is it?
Approval.
30 seconds.
Oh, baseball.
Grieving.
Appreciation.
Social distancing.
I don't know.
Thumbs up. Good work.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Recognition.
It's hard to draw.
Peace.
Oh, and time. 3, 2, 1.
I will never be a
time.
digital artist. It's been confirmed now. Thank you.
Linda, tell them what the word is.
The word is yes.
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 Okay.
Nice.
Yes. The word is yes.
Go ahead and unshare your
Can we
screen. Thank you so
Can we
much,
rate the
Linda.
networking session again? I'd like to change my score.
So, Linda, tell me a little bit more about what you do.
I'm not going to say after that.
I'm an artist. No.
Yes.
No, I hope you don't mind.
Now I know
I
why.
am curious.
Now I know why I don't work on computers. That is not easy.
Are you actually an artist?
I'm learning to be an artist, but I don't do digital. It's like, oh my God.
Well, wait, what kind of
that
artist? Wait, tell us more. What kind of art?
Well, I'm a writer, but I also am learning to do here, I'll show you. I'm just learning.
Like drawing,
So
painting,
don't
ceramics?
judge. This is yesterday's practice session.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
that's
goodness.
amazing.
It's really
Nice.
good.
We lost a hawk. We lost a hawk
Oh,
on Tuesday. I can't say it without being emotional. Sorry, but
are you a falconer?
no, we just have hawks. I live in California. We just have them, and the hawks are literally mourning. They're sitting in a tree crying for like 2 days, and then now they're just,
Aw.
yeah, it's so sad. So I had to draw it.
I have a friend who used to be a mayor out in California, and in Pleasanton something. Anyway, she was a falconer, and she would tell us stories about going out running in the vineyards and taking her hawks feeding. She'd kill rabbits and feed them to them. It sounded disgusting, but she was very drunk when she told me the story, so go figure.
Let's
Yeah,
do
that's
this,
one
and
of
I believe
Barrels of
we're
predator. You have to feed them for their prey.
I'm gonna go naturally into this, which is we're gonna riff off of each other's topics, right? So this is a little bit like improv, like yes and. And before we do this, if you have a piece of paper, if you could get a piece of paper and a pen, that's what we're gonna do for our close. At the close, I'll ask you to turn off your virtual cameras so we can actually see all your signs. But we'll do the improv piece and then we'll do this close. We have about 7 minutes remaining. About to end on time. So good. As you get a pen available, or I got to get my pen available here too. And I got So let's see. We're going to riff off of stories about. Let's see. So you talked about she was drunk at the time. So I'll tell you the last time I was really drunk, I got a chance to meet an Irish woman, and she is the woman distiller for a Irish whiskey called the Sexton, Sexton, and is the #1 Irish whiskey last year. And so if you ever get a chance and see the bottle called the Sexton, if you like whiskey, buy it. Who would like to go next? So you just have to take one element of the story and shoot off in some other direction, right? I made a game of it, so I screwed it all up now.
Okay, I will take the Irish thing. I have an obsession with a horse breed called the Irish Draft.
Ooh.
Saw someone ride one on YouTube. I've never actually seen. I'm a horse person, but, and so I got obsessed with them for about a year, and just all I wanted to do was look at them, talk about them, and read about them.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'll
Linda.
go from there.
Go ahead, Ann.
My sister is she's actually a veterinarian, but she's also a horse freak, and she has 2 horses, and she competes in dressage. And my favorite part of going to visit her with my dog is that my dog is in love with the horses, and they play with each other in that way that dogs do, where they stick their butt in the air and wag their tail and then bark. And he does that with both the horses and the goats.
Well, I'll pick up there. We just Sunday welcomed a new dog into the family. A little 1-year-old Shetland sheepdog. Drove to Tennessee, where the lady selling her drove from Indiana to meet us. So we were learning all about how she works and plays with the other dog, and learned that she doesn't mind my flute playing. She enjoys that. She enjoys running the fence. Seems to like my wife a little better than she likes me.
Excellent. Who'd like to go next?
I have 2 rescue dogs, and I've had, I started having rescue dogs in 2006, and the first one was a German Shepherd, and then a year later, we got another dog. We don't know what kind of breed she was, and we left them, Leon and Stella, and Leon ended up passing away about 4 years ago, and we got a dog named Max. And then last year, or maybe 2 years ago, Stella passed away, and we got a beagle named Heidi. And it's been really fun spending so much time with them, quarantine lockdown thing. So I'm kind of concerned when we go back to work, it's like maybe I need to get a remote job so I can be around my dogs a lot, but it's been fun.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I can play off of that. Like yesterday, my old neighbor who next door, like her mother lives there now. She was visiting, and I got to see her, and we haven't seen her for ages now because everyone's been in quarantine. And she actually just got a dog about a year ago, and she was talking about how the dog, actually I guess the dog is only 6 months old, but the dog, used to be fine just staying at home because they go out of the house and they just leave the dog at home alone. And now that they're home 24/7, the dog needs constant attention. And they're all worried about like, okay, now once quarantine ends, like, have we just created a nightmare dog? Because the dog can't be left alone. I guess it just destroyed some piece of furniture when they went out for the first time in like 90 days. Yeah.
Time to revisit crating.
So here,
yes, that's what they're doing. They're revisiting crating. Exactly.
I'm gonna close with this. Thank you so much for this. I have a friend, and she has a dog, and she came to we had a boat outing, and she's on the boat, and all of a sudden, after she was looking at the outdoors and how beautiful it is here in Seattle on a nice, summer day, she's like looking at her phone, and we're like, "What's going on?" And he goes, "Oh, my dog is barking." And so she has bought a Furbo. Furbo. A Furbo is a remote machine, right, that can monitor the dog, and then you can even do things like you can push a button on the phone, it will throw a treat at the dog, right? It was invented by somebody here in Bellevue, Washington. So
that's
Furbo.
for all the helicopter parents that are now helicopter dog owners.
I'm going to riff off of you, John. Last night we watched the PBS Animals with the remote spy camera. Have you guys seen that? They put a spy turtle next to the elephants, and the chimps get a spy. Yeah, so you guys, if you haven't seen that, you got to see it. It's hilarious.
Really cute.
Chat me the name if you haven't here, Linda. We're going to close with this, right? So let's go ahead and turn off your virtual screens and stop being in Frank's office, although I love Frank's office, right? Frank is, that could be the 10 out of 10 of the day. Anyway, so what we're going to do is you're going to take a piece of paper, right? And let's write the one thing. So write one thing that you learned or that you wish for virtual networking, right? So write something either that you learned or something that you think will inspire us for virtual networking. So
I can't even figure out how to turn it off. Oh, there we go. All right.
Say that again, John. I'm sorry. Are we ready?
So give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Don't hold it up yet. Just wait till.
So wait, what are we writing?
So 1 or 2 words that around what you want for new virtual networking. Right. So again, we all kind of talked about, we all know how to network in the real world, but how do we do it in these more cool and creative ways? And I hope that you enjoyed the last 45 minutes with each other. I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I don't think I'll ever forget reverse charades with you. I had another friend who picked up reverse charades, and she said it was the #1 thing she did in a 60-minute webinar that she did. So cool. Anyways, okay, give me a thumbs up when you're ready. 1, 2, 3. Stan, okay, and Trevor, are you ready?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I decided to change my answer.
Essie, if you want, I see your thumbs up too. Essie, you can chat it to me. So if you have a minute, Essie, you can chat me your word and I will say it to the rest of the group since Essie can't get her camera to work in Thailand. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's hold up your words. Mine is new connections. Trevor says more laughing. Yes. Frank says ideas for drawing people into the conversation. Ami says more fun. Linda says fun and creativity. And Sandra, you want to hold it up in front of your face? I believe I can see your note. And why don't you read off your word to me?
Well, fun.
Fun. Yeah, excellent. Well, I hope you all had fun. I had fun today. And if you want, I actually do have a video for this. I'm going to give it to Ray. So if you want to see these examples and be able to replay them for your group, ask Ray. So I think we're heading off to new sessions. So I want to say thank you. If you guys have any comments, you can put them in the chat. Otherwise, I look forward to the next time we can see you. I will put this a reminder again to save the chat. You can hit the 3 dots and hit save. And I'm going to give it one more time this link. If you want to see more of this in action, I do a class called Engaging Virtual Meetings, and there are 3 levels to it. And I would love to see you in one of my classes. So, excellent. Thank you again, and we'll look forward. I'll see you around in the other sessions today. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Great.
Thanks, everyone.